Hey everybody, this is Andrew. Today I have a huge Lego City update and also an update on my collection. Um, I know it's been just about 3 months since the last post I made on YouTube, and a big part of the reason for that is I wasn't sure if I still wanted to keep doing this. I got very discouraged. The fact is, there's a lot of people out there that are in the Lego community making videos, and there's no way that I'll ever be able to compete. There's no way I can compete with any of that. But the more I thought about it, I realized, you know what? I need to get back to the mentality that I'm not doing this to compete with anyone. I'm doing it first and foremost because I love Lego. I'm really enjoying it. And I want to be able to share my hobby and my passion with everybody else. And also this allows me to document my collection for myself as it grows. So I'm going to try to stick with it and keep focused on doing it for those type of reasons and not trying to compete. All right, so let's get into it. I want to start with my collection first. You'll note I've moved one set around. You'll notice the Stranger Things Upside Down is up here on the top shelf now. And I rearranged both of these sets of bookshelves completely. This one I did recently so that I could move the Jurassic Park set over here. It was up on top of the other shelves, the rack. I'll show you that here in a minute. And it's kind of shaky. And I'm storing my sets over there that are unopened that I'm working on. And the dinosaur kept falling over because it's kind of shaky. And I got tired of dealing with that. So I want to move it over here. I also rearranged these shelves a while back. So all my Star Wars stuff, or the majority of it at least, is over here. As well as the Iron Man helmet. The other helmets, the 20th anniversary sets. And those are on the top now. I did have these sets on the top shelf, so they dropped down one shelf. All my Mandalorian sets, as well as General Grievous Starfighter. And then some of the miscellaneous sets and the Clone Wars sets are down here now. And then my 3-in-1s are down here, as well as one of the newest sets that I have, the Avengers Quinjet. I got that on Prime Day when it was 40% off. I about fell out of my chair when I saw how steep that was discounted. It's a really cool ship, but I couldn't spend $80 on it. It's pretty cool though, and it's a fun build, so I'd recommend getting it. Over to here, the entire Knights of Ren collection is still on the top shelf. And of course, I showed you the Jurassic Park set. I'm going to skip down here for a moment. These are my Creator Expert cars. I moved them over here, and I want all the cars to be together. So now all my Speed Champions cars are over here. And I'm still not completely decided if I'm going to get the new ones because I'm really focused on building stuff for the city right now. But they were going to go on this shelf. So for the time being, I have on here all my unopened promos. The two I got on Easter, the City Helicopter. I never opened it because I have a helicopter, so I don't really need it. The Adidas shoe and Charles Dickens set, as well as my Batmobile and my Vegas architecture set, just for lack of a better place to put those. So yeah, I think I'm much happier with this, having all the cars together and still having the Star Wars stuff together over here. And I'm still working on this puzzle. I do enjoy it, but I'm not nearly into puzzling as much as I'm into Lego, so I'm not making a lot of progress. Let's see if I can move this without dumping parts and pieces. Kind of show you that I did make some additional progress. I've done most of this side of it now and a bunch of the top part. Not too much progress over here though. It does take a lot of time and patience. And I'm spending most of my time building. I'm working on the cargo train set right now. I finished the train, and this is the, what do they call it, the control tower. And I did move a bunch of Star Wars sets over here to the glass shelves now. You'll remember the cars were over here, and now I have all the Star Wars sets displayed a little more efficiently with that move. And also, of course, with the central perk move, and I'll show you that in a minute. I started a mock, and it's been a while since I've worked on it. And this is what I was talking about in these shelves. This is where I'm storing these sets that I'm still working on. This is one of the newest sets that I've gotten, the Daily Bugle. And disappointingly, I found out when I got to section 4, I was missing one of the bags. A whole bag missing. So I'm waiting on Lego to send the parts. And they do come from Europe, just like with a pick-a-brick order. So it could take a while. So that's why I moved on to working on the train. I now have all my Technic sets together on this shelf. Kind of like that a little better. That one hidden side set that I have, I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with that. And my Tandem 4 are still on this shelf. And I moved the A-Wings over to here onto this shelf to make room for the Stranger Things set over there. The big A-Wing, this guy, it's a little wobbly, but it hasn't fallen over yet. So I think it's a better fit over here. The ISS is still up top, and I moved Darth Vader's castle to the very top here. And the ship is still there, of course. Okay, so now it's for the huge Lego City update. Before, I had two tables initially for my city. And now I have 5 tables for my Lego City. So what's changed is, I'm going to start over here. I've moved the beach over to here and the water. I recently built this set here, the beach rescue set. Everything else is still the same. The park is more of a square now, so there's more room for vehicles. RVs and vehicles to park over here. For lack of a better place to put it, I did get this Safari City set and parked the vehicle over here. I rebuilt the bookshop. I had actually taken apart my copy and turned it in to a Rebrickable alt build I'll show you in a second. And since then, I've bought another copy of it and rebuilt the bookshop, which is sitting there next to the garage. I've now moved the diner. They were at the other end of the tables. They're all the way over here now, the diner and my central perk mocked. And I'm working on, I still have not built any more than the first level. I want to get the Friends Apartments set and use that for the majority of the second and third levels. And in the meantime, I'm just using these to kind of keep dust out of the set. That set gets very dusty inside, and it's hard as heck to clean it. So I wanted to do that. I real recently bought see if I can pronounce this correctly, I believe it's Shang-Chi Escape from Ten Rings Marvel set, because I really love the looks of that car. And it's a great value, I think. $30 is all it costs, and you get 4 minifigures, that car, 2 motorcycles, and a few other things. And I should point out that's what's on top of the garage. I thought it'd be cool to have a guy up there and one of the things to shoot with. And the other one is over here on top of my assembly square, just somewhere to put it. And I like having the assembly square on this side. I decided on that because I want it to be more visible, for me to be able to see it. It's just a cool set. I also have, since my last update, built this street sweeper. And here's the other half of the bookshop and the pub. This is the alt build of the corner garage. And this, by the way, is why I was able to expand the beach to a 3rd base plate. I used the 2 sand plates from the garage sets, as well as the downtown diner set. I just recently put up this 3rd table, and this is still kind of a work in progress, but I moved the new base plates, as well as the 2 little city sets that line up better with the new base plates, out to here. And you can see I made a train track crossing with them. The real sucky part is you have to use 2 of these sets. 2 of these sets of the whatever you want to call these sets of plates that make the incline. You got to use 2 sets of those to elevate it to be at the same level as these plates. Lego, for some reason, did not design the new leg plates to match the height of the track. The plates as they are, they're just a little bit lower than the level of these tracks, and so you have to do it this way to make the train crossing. I wish Lego had planned a little better on the design of things, but I guess it's not a huge issue. It's just a waste of parts, I would say. So we'll come around here, and the tracks comes around here, and this is the train yard. And here's the cargo train that I just built, and the passenger train. And I moved the train / bus stop to be over here where I have space for it. And here is the alt build of the bookshop. This is the one that I was telling you about. This is the Art and Craft Boutique. This one and the pub right behind it, they're both off of Rebrickable, if you want to build those. And this is where I've decided I'll try to get a better angle from the other side. This is the parts that I already opened. I just sit on the top of there to kind of keep dust out of there. And it's not tiled in yet, but this is where I'm going to put the Daily Bugle next to the police station. And I did build the cab for it. I skipped ahead 1 step and built the cab. But that's where I thought that it fit the best. Let me try to come around here and get a better angle on that. So that's basically what it's going to look like and where it's going to be when I set it up. And I like that because initially I didn't want to put a building next to the police station, so I don't want to cover up that green wall. I think that wall looks really nice. I didn't want to cover up that billboard either. And this way you can see the bugle is centered on that base plate, and so it makes like an alleyway in between them and you're not covering anything up. And it actually looks pretty nice. I saw it in someone else's city on YouTube and decided that looked pretty nice. So that's what I'm going to do there. And those buildings will stay there for the time being, but eventually, the regular size modulars, when they come out with more, I'll have a base plate and a half worth of space there and 2 base plates worth here. And that reminds me, I also recently built this garbage truck that's kind of new. And there's 2 of these police cars that are fairly new. They're in my city now. And I think that's pretty much it for all the new stuff since the last update. And so let me get over here. I'm going to try to get a big shot of the whole city. This is taking up the entire room. I love it though. I'm having so much fun with it. And please hit like and subscribe to support the channel. If you like this kind of content, feel free to leave any kind of comments, questions, whatever. I'd love to get feedback or questions or anything and try to engage with the community. But like I said, I'm just going to try to keep focused on mainly doing this to document my collection for myself and to share my hobby with others. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.